This original tale is called Golden Touch. Written by Layla Lee, illustrated by Chameli Mallik, edited by Alex Arkila, and voiced by me, Sanai Thomas-Abdoulaye. This was produced for the Nurturing Young Imaginations collection, where any young reader like you can enjoy listening to a story. Now sit back as I tell you the story of Tommy. Tommy walked around the neighborhood over and over again. It was another boring day with no friends and with nothing to do. Everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves. However, it was the opposite for Tommy. He kicked a rock with his shoes, watching it land against a tree. He went to pick up the rock, and when he lifted his head up, he was in an unusual place. Large, tall trees grew around him, the dirt was muddy, and there was barely any light. He looked all around and found himself lost. Where am I? How did I get here? Tommy tried to remember which direction he came from, which left him even more confused. He started walking around to find anyone to help him. He noticed in a small green bush something shiny, something that caught his eye. Tommy dug his hand into the bush to find a genie bottle. The genie bottle was silver with intricate designs. He examined the genie bottle multiple times until the curiosity got the better of him. He opened the bottle, then suddenly it ripped apart from his hands and onto the floor. A sudden blast of air circled around the bottle as if it was trying to summon something. The wind blew into Tommy's face while he faced the other side, scared of what was going to happen. He shut his eyes tight, covering his eyes while curled up in a corner. "Please make this stop," yelled Tommy. Within a few seconds, everything stopped. There was no noise, and everything was still. The wind stopped blowing, the trees, the bushes. Everything felt as if it was holding its breath. Tommy uncovered his ears while slightly opening his eyes. He lifted his head and turned around. "Who has summoned me?" It was a voice. Tommy looked around, trying to find where it was coming from, but no one was near him. His head spinning and spinning, searching in all directions for the voice. Suddenly, a purple mist of air appeared to reveal a genie. "Ah!" screamed Tommy. "Who are you, and why are you here?" "I am your genie, and I have come here to grant your one wish," said the genie. The genie was purple and had a black fluffy hat. "Did you say a wish?" said Tommy. "Anything you want, I can make it happen in a snap," said the genie. I wish that everything I touch will turn to gold," said Tommy with a smirk. He thought this would be a great plan, because he would be able to get rich and have anything he wanted in the world. "I must warn you to be careful with what you choose." Tommy didn't understand what the genie meant, so he brushed it off his shoulders. "By midnight, your wish will be in your hand," exclaimed the genie. Like wind, the purple genie turned into dust and faded within the air, back into the genie bottle that had also disappeared. Later that night, Tommy went home with a large smile over his face. After he ate dinner with his family, he went upstairs and laid in his bed. He stared at the clock on the table beside his bed, waiting till it struck 12. With tired eyes, Tommy waited and waited. In what felt like ages, it finally turned to 12. It's time. Tommy sat up and stared at his tiny hands. Slowly, he picked up a piece of paper from his table and took it into his hands. He waited. Why isn't it turning into gold? Did the genie lie? What if my wish doesn't come true? With hopes given up, the paper magically disappeared from his hand, and within seconds, a chunk of gold was replaced. The gold was shining, reflecting its light in all different directions in his room. The gold was so bright it felt like looking at the sun. With widened eyes, Tommy jumped all around his room, holding the gold in his hands. "I have gold! I can buy all the toys!" He was screaming at the top of his lungs when he realized that his family was still sleeping. Tommy got into his sheets and hugged the gold, while he rested his eyes. Tommy soon fell asleep to the crickets chirping and the stars twinkling in the dark sky. It was morning, birds chirping, the sun shining through Tommy's windows, and the hot air filling the room. Tommy woke up yawning while rubbing his eyes tiredly. It was finally summer. Tommy could spend as much time as he wanted with all his toys. Tommy remembered that he had gold. He looked at his hands that were still hugging the gold. He quickly got dressed and went downstairs for breakfast. "Oh, I see you're in a happy mood today. I guess it's because of summer, huh?" said Tommy's mother. "Yep, I'm very happy, and I get to play with all my toys today," said Tommy. After he finished eating breakfast, he waved to his parents goodbye. His parents had no idea Tommy had gold. He hid the gold underneath his bed inside an old shoebox so no one would find it. Today Tommy was off to go buy a new bike that he always wanted. It was a red bike with yellow wheels. He saw many other kids his age that had the same bike, which made Tommy determined to buy it. Humming while walking, today felt like a good day for Tommy. The wind was singing in his ears. While he was walking to the bike store across the street, he found a small penny on the floor. While no one was watching, with a grinning face, he picked it up and it became gold with the touch of his hand. He ran as fast as he could to the bike store holding the gold. He walked in and found different colored bikes and helmets. "Welcome. What are you interested in buying today?" said the cashier. "Hi, I would like to buy the red bike, please," said Tommy. Tommy paid for the bike, then walked outside near a tree with the bike to test it. When he lightly touched the handles of the bike, it turned into gold. The whole bike was now gold. Tommy's mouth dropped open. "This isn't supposed to happen. How am I going to use my bike now?" Tommy was sad, however he went on with his day. It was just a bike. He could buy something better with his new gold. He walked through the park and saw an ice cream truck near a playground. It was a hot day today, and an ice cream would be perfect. He waited in line impatiently while the sun beamed on his face. Tommy could feel beads of sweat forming on his forehead. In what felt like hours, it was finally his turn to order. "What a great day today. What would you like to buy?" said the ice cream worker. "Hi, I would like a chocolate ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate syrup, please." In less than a minute, the ice cream seller handed him a delicious chocolate ice cream. Tommy paid for the ice cream with his gold and sat down on a bench facing a pond. Tommy was so excited to try his delicious ice cream. When he was about to lick the chocolate ice cream, it suddenly transformed to glistening gold. "Again? I just want to eat my ice cream, but my wish from the genie is ruining everything. How am I going to eat my ice cream?" Tommy thought for a moment. Maybe if I buy a new toy car, everything will be back to normal. Maybe I could finally touch things without it turning into gold." Tommy thought it was the perfect idea, so he ran to the nearest toy store, called Toy for Kids, with his gold from the ice cream. When he arrived at the store, he was greeted by a fellow worker. Tommy walked around the aisle in search of the perfect toy. In the last aisle, he noticed a blue toy car that came with 2 limited edition figures. He quickly ran to the front of the store to ask the cashier if the toy was available for him to purchase. "Hello, can I buy the blue toy car from aisle 6? "Yes, that would be $16, said the cashier. Tommy quickly paid for the toy car with the last gold he had that was once an ice cream cone and ran out the store. He opened the packaging of the toy and held the toy car in his hand. Tommy was mesmerized by the cool figures. "See, my idea worked. My toy would not turn to gold anymore." Jumping up and down and running around, Tommy was finally able to hold something. He was now rich and could buy as many toys as he pleased. The toy disappeared from his hand suddenly. Within seconds, gold appears once again. Tommy throws the gold and cries, "This isn't supposed to happen. I can't get a new bike, eat my ice cream, or even have a toy car. Why is this happening to me?" Tears were falling down Tommy's eyes. He felt hopeless and defeated. As the sun slowly began to disappear, he walked home disappointed. When he reached his front door of his 2-story house, both of his parents opened the door to welcome him back home. Tommy had tears in his eyes with a stuffy nose. He ran into the arms of his parents, wanting to be comforted. His parents were confused as to what happened during the day. "Is everything okay? What happened?" said his dad. Tommy's mom didn't say a word but patted his head gently, which brought him much comfort. Before Tommy could even tell his parents what happened, they turned immediately to gold. Shiny, sparkling gold was all that was left behind. "No! Please come back. I want my parents back. Please don't leave me alone. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have wished for everything to be gold. This wasn't supposed to happen." Screaming repeatedly and crying out loud, Tommy realized he was living his worst nightmare. Being left all alone with no one around him. His parents meant the world to him. "Because of me, they are now gold." At last, Tommy screamed his final words. "I wish everything was back to normal." "Wake up, wake up, wake up," said his mother. Tommy woke up. "Am I dreaming? What happened?" Tommy's eyes widened. He was back in his bed as if nothing had happened. Then he remembered about the gold. Tommy slowly poked his mother, looking away, scared to find gold again. "What was that for?" said his mother. Tommy quickly turned back to find his mother beside him. "Mom, I miss you so much." "What's gotten into you?" "Hurry and get ready. We're going to grandmother's house," said his mother. Tommy realized that the gold and the genie was all a horrible nightmare. Tommy laid his head back on the pillow with relief. "I promise to never be selfish and greedy ever again."